Yeah, that's about the same ball game there.
Give me Wayndale Robinson.
Ooh. See, that just the fact you said that name shows you how bad the game's gonna be. Wayndale. I don't think anybody announcer has said that name all season long.
38.
Friends, countrymen, fellow degenerates, welcome to this week's episode of Bets and Buds. I am your host here, Jason Smoking Token.
I'm Bobby Light.
What's up, Bobby Light? We got the turkey day, baby. We got the turkey
Jason?
day. We got the turkey day. Let's see what's action here. This is one of my favorite days of the year where gambling season finally starts to kick up for real.
Yeah, this is the best time of the year.
You know what I like about turkey day gambling? It almost has a playoff feel to it. You got 3 games just for that day, and you get to lock in on just those 3 games. Put those juice out there. Maybe do a whole collective turkey day parlay action. And it's a fun day.
Oh, we're gonna get off the snide.
It is a fun day, yes, because I've been in a little bit of slump. You've been kicking my ass last couple weeks, so I'm not gonna lie. You've overtaken me in the lead percentage-wise by 1%.
1%.
We've kind of flipped roles from early this season up to this point now.
It's been fun. So we got 7 weeks to go.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So week 12, baby, turkey day action. First one on the slate always is Green Bay at Detroit. Green Bay at Detroit. What do you like on that one, Bobby?
Man, Detroit showed me a lot of heart last week when they were down. Like a Goff. Did you see the fire he had on the sideline?
Oh, man. All season long he's
Dan Campbell, like he's chest bumping motherfuckers. Like this Detroit team is for real.
They are for real.
But I do like Green Bay to cover in this game just because it's a turkey game. Dan Campbell's 0-2 in turkey games. Okay. He hasn't won a game yet.
All right, but he's turned around a lot of different things.
He's turned around, but it's 7.5. I have 7.5 points. I think Detroit, they might win by a touchdown, but they're not going to win by 8. So give me Green Bay to cover that money line. Detroit to win at home, but give me the over. I think they score more than 47 points on this.
Okay. You know what? I think we're in total agreement on this game. So first one, starting off right off the get-go. Yes, we are. Because I picked Green Bay to cover. I like Detroit to win that game. I obviously hit that money line. But then I also like the over as well. Okay. I like the over as well.
Yeah, Green Bay showed me a little bit last week. I mean,
it's the Chargers, though, man.
It is the Chargers.
I have a hard time investing too much.
But they showed me a little bit. They did win the game. They came down, and they won when it mattered.
Aaron Jones isn't going to play Thursday either. I don't like that.
Dylan might be out, too.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan could be out, too.
So that could get a little ugly in the run game, but that's obviously not been Green Bay's strong suit this whole season anyway.
Division game, so that's why I think it stays that close.
Oh, absolutely. Plus a little playback time for them bouncing them out of the playoffs last season. So, being a Detroit prime time, nationally televised game, I can see that being really revved up.
I like Romeo Dobbs in this one. He's actually showing me a little bit this year. Like Christian Watson was supposed to be the man. Dobbs is showing him.
Dobbs is a better receiver. Christian Watson's a better athlete. Romeo Dobbs is a better actual receiver as far as route running, efficiency, timing with the quarterback.
He's getting the targets, he's getting the yardage, and he's getting the touchdowns this year. So give me Dobbs as far as your fantasy play goes that week.
All right. Well, I got a parlay pick. So my first parlay pick in this game, brother. I see this is the way I like to break this down, just for you guys that are new to gambling. So on the Thanksgiving day, I like to do a parlay for each game, same game parlay for each game. Then I like to combine all 3 games and do one big parlay. Because if you combine and just do one big combined game, Lions lose or Packers lose, whatever you try to go for, your whole day is fucked. Your whole day is fucked. And then you're like, damn, you're just sad all day, you're crying in your turkey and gravy. So what I like for this game here, I had the Packers to cover at 7.5. Lions hit the money line, and David Montgomery anytime touchdown. That goes off at plus 453. Plus 453. I like that. It's nice little safe, a little juice on it. Nice little safe parlay there.
Okay, my parlay for this game, I like Dobbs anytime touchdown, Green Bay to cover, Lions to hit that money line, plus 1,000.
That's juice. That is juice. I like that. That's the type of juice I'm talking about. I love that shit. All right, so the next game we got up here, we got Washington at Dallas. The Commanders that shit the bed last week against those lowly Giants at Dallas.
Twice this year.
Yes, absolutely. Twice. Yeah, that's 2 of the Giants' victories against the Commanders. I'm mad I picked the damn son of a bitch. Man, I'm so mad about that. But either way, let's not dwell on last week.
Danny DeVito went crazy. 3 touchdowns. His little short ass.
The long-lost DeVito went crazy. Did you see the family in the stands, too? His dad looked like full freaking Italian Guido there.
It's a DeVito Guido.
He definitely was full DeVito there.
But no, he threw his first 3 touchdown passes of his career. I mean, I don't know. Giants somehow have Washington's number, but that's besides the point. Washington's getting waxed.
Yes. Dallas has been covering every time they have these big spreads, even when they had the 17.5 a few weeks back. So for me, I can't go against them not covering these big spreads as long as they keep doing it. Defensively wise, Sam Howell loves to give you the ball.
I have 11 right
You have
now.
11? I have 10.5 through FanDuel.
Okay.
FanDuel has 10.5.
They cover that at the
Yes, I think no matter what, that's a 2-touchdown game.
How about your over-under?
Over-under? Oh, I like the under on this one.
I like the under as well.
All right.
I have 49. What do you have?
I have 48.5. So we're in a half-point range. So, yes. So I like that under, too, as well.
2 games, 2 checks.
Yes, absolutely. So, obviously, we got Cowboys hit that money line. All right, so who do you like in the fantasy here, Bobby?
I like Gallup this week. He's going off at $3,700.
Okay.
Really, he's going less than Cooks right now.
Oh, yeah.
And Cooks isn't doing shit. Gallup's isn't doing shit. It's the CeeDee Lamb show, obviously, in Dallas right now. But one of these guys has got to step up. So
they have to.
Give me Gallup this week.
Especially with all the holes in the Commanders' defense. So that's probably a good, solid play. All right, so I got my parlay action on this game here. I've got Dak over 1.5 touchdown passes. I've got CeeDee Lamb over 91.5 yards receiving. I've got the Cowboys to hit that money line, and then the under to hit at 48.5. That goes off at plus 571. Plus 571.
See, that surprises me with that. You've got 4 in that one.
Because you got nothing for getting the money line for the Cowboys, honestly. That was literally that bumped like 2 points up in your juice.
So for my parlay today, I've got the Cowboys covering at 11. I've got the under and CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown. That's only going off for 560. That's a safe play.
Yeah, that's a safe play. The only reason why I stuck with just the money line is because I didn't want that backdoor cover or some stupid bullshit.
It's happened.
I know it does. It's happened to me a bunch the last few weeks. I've gotten backdoor cover.
Happened.
Even like last week with Seattle and the Rams. If they had just made it, Myers had made that kick, they cover and win. So, but again, that's gambling, baby. That is gambling. All right. So next game we got up here, the last one for that Turkey Day slate. We've got the Niners and the Seahawks in Seattle.
This one scares me.
Yeah.
This one scares me because Seattle has not looked good lately.
No, they haven't. And Geno got hurt last week too. So I mean, but also the Niners lost Tualafunga, or however you say his name, Tuafunga, the baby Palomalu.
Right.
They lost him for the season.
And you don't know what Niners team you like. Is Debo going to be healthy this game? I know they're saying he's healthy right now, but you never know.
You never know, but luckily for Debo, it's a shoulder, not a lower body. Usually when I get concerned with Debo, it's when it's a lower body injury. It's a groin, a hamstring, that type of thing. Debo with a shoulder, he's going to shake that off like it's nothing.
So tell me what you like in this game, Jay.
All right, so for me, this game, I actually like the Niners to cover. And I like the Niners to cover. I like the Niners to win. I have 6.5 through FanDuel, by the way.
I have 7, right?
Okay, so basically been a half point there, here or there. So I got 6.5 that I like for the Niners to cover. Them hit the money line, and I like the under at 43.5.
Okay, I like the Niners to win, obviously, but I like Seattle to cover that 7.
Okay.
And give me the over in this game.
Okay.
Give me the over in this one.
See, the only reason why I thought maybe
I didn't realize Geno was hurt though. So I wrote it down.
He has a bum elbow. He has a bum elbow. Okay. So that's one. I actually flip-flopped on this because at first I had the over in this game. I went to the under just because primetime games are like 26-8 this year.
Yeah, that is the late
in unders. And actually, I have a lot of unders this whole week's game slate.
Just because a lot of overs this
Did
week.
you? See, I flipped, man, because those unders have been burning my ass. I mean, like all season long.
I've been hitting the unders lately, but I've been hitting the overs when I pick them.
Yeah.
So
you just been on one of the good runs, brother. You just been on some good gambling runs.
So actually, give me Debo in this game. As far as my he's only going off at 5,900 points right now. Yeah. That is fucking cheap.
Oh yeah, that's cheap. Now give me that juice.
So 5,900 for Debo because Ayuk's going off at 7,000.
Oh yeah, Ayuk said he's their go-to guy now at this point.
But
so,
Debo's back.
But Debo's still back. Debo is still back, and he does damage. All right, so for me, this parlay for this game here, this parlay action I have the 49ers hit the money line, the under at 43.5, and give me George Kittle for an anytime touchdown. I'm sorry, I'm always a sucker to go for George Kittle on anytime touchdown, man, because he's hit for me a couple times in some big ways. That goes up at plus 556. Plus 556.
Okay, I like that, 556. So I'm in the same range as far as money goes, but give me the McCaffrey touchdown with Seattle to cover that 7 and San Francisco on the money line. That's 570.
Nice. Oh, that's good juice. I like that. All right. So then here's my last to wrap up Turkey Day. My Turkey Day super parlay is kind of a slash booty call, not quite big enough for a booty call, so we just call it kind of, I'm just busting down a little bit, go for the gusto. So what I have here this week, I have The Lions to hit the money line. I have Sam Laporta at anytime touchdown. Jameer Gibbs rushing over 47.5 yards. Then to go to the Cowboys game, I got Dallas money line. CeeDee Lamb over 91.5 yards receiving. And then the 49ers money. So basically those first 5 things hit. All I got to look for is the Niners to win. That goes up at plus 1391.
I like that.
Plus 1391 for that. To wrap up my turkey day in a happy way. Happy way. So that covers Thanksgiving, Slate.
That's Thanksgiving.
That is Thanksgiving, baby.
We actually have a Friday game this year.
Yes, we do. First Black Friday game on Amazon. Yeah, that's on Amazon.
First one. This was surprised me this year when I looked at the schedule. So
well, this was supposed to be a big deal. This was supposed to be a big deal, because there was supposed to be Dolphins and Jets with Aaron Rodgers, but obviously that ended after 4 plays. We all know that story. And then also we have no Zach Wilson. Let's see what they finally officially.
Oh, they did.
Yes.
Are they going with Flacco?
No, they're going with Flacco's on the. They actually Tim Boyle is who we're going to have in this game. Tim Boyle. Who the fuck? I don't know.
All right. Well, that makes sense then.
So Tim Boyle. That's why you're looking at that 7.5 point spread.
7. I have 10.
You have 10? Oh wow.
10 points.
Oh wow. You have 10 points. Okay, so the DraftKings, that's a big switch right there. So actually, I did that was earlier in the day when I looked at that. So it might have gone up to about 10. It's probably at 9.5 if I take my guess right now.
I've got Miami covered anyways.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was like probably double digit, like 11 to 14 points right now.
It is in New York, and the Jets defense is still not terrible.
It's not terrible.
But man, the guy, you could tell they were disheartened
last week. Their back was broken by the end of that Bills game last week. The defense's back was broken. They were fighting on the sidelines, and I'm not even going to go into all the Jets' problems there, but either way,
give me Miami to cover this 10.
Okay.
Win in New York, but I like the under in this one. The Jets can't score, so.
Right. So for me, I'm going to go. So if this is up 9.5, so I'm just going to say it's probably at 9.5 now at this point. Because I said I looked at these spreads earlier during the day. I'm going to still take the Dolphins to cover that. Obviously hit the money line, and I like the over on 41.5.
Okay.
Yes, I like the over at 41.5.
You think that Miami's just going to score it will?
Oh, I think it's going to be. Okay. And if not, I mean, there might be a couple like gimmies that they like the Dolphins give the Jets as far as turnover wise to get to where maybe they get the 14 points. Niners get up to where they put up 28.
I mean, when the Bills game, the over hit over 41. Too,
right, exactly,
so,
exactly. So
it's totally possible.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was leaning on that end. That's not a whole lot of points, especially with the Dolphins' offense.
They did not have a Friday FanDuel out for this one as far as a single game to play. Yeah. So I picked a player at random. Jalen Wild's been playing better as of late because everybody's been keying on him Hill. They don't want him to get that 2,000-yard season. Waddle's been playing well, so give me Jalen Waddle in that game.
All right.
And there's nobody on the Jets you can pick.
No, I mean, especially with Tim Boyle quarterback, because nobody knows what's about to happen there. Nobody. All they know is they think it's going to be better than Zach Wilson.
Gesicki, maybe?
Yeah, no, Gesicki's. That's the Patriots. Yeah, you're thinking Patriots. Yeah, he took that gritty up to Boston. He took that ugly ass gritty up to Boston. All right. So then next up on the slate, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who fired their offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, today.
Did they?
Yes, they fired Matt Canada today. Yes, they did. And they're going against the Bengals. They get the Bengals, who just lost Joe Burrow for the season. So we got, was it Jordan Browning? Yeah, Jordan Browning.
And he was awful last week.
Yeah, he was not good. But, I mean, again, he was thrown into the fire against the Ravens. It was a tough thing. So he has a full week of practice in. So let's see what happens. For me in this one here, I think this is kind of a bounce-back game for the Steelers. I like the Steelers to cover the 1.5, hit the money line, and I like the under at 34.5.
We're total agreement on this one.
Yes.
All the way across the board. Yeah, if Cincinnati actually covers in this game, then they would have to win to cover.
Right.
Like, I'd be super surprised because Browning looked god-awful.
And you know how the Steelers, I mean, so you know Tom is going to have those boys ready to go. They're like, all right, dude, you guys didn't like Matt Canada. He's out the fucking building. Yep. You better come play. You better come play ball this week. So,
and the fact that Cincinnati, their season's effectively over.
It's gonna be. I don't see how they win with Jordan Brown.
They gotta win out.
Yeah, they gotta win out. Because them losing that last game, even with Joe Burrow, they had to win last week. So yeah, that's gonna be tough.
So with Higgins still hurt, give me Tyler Boyd. Like, he's got to be the one to step up because they're gonna double team Chase.
Oh yeah,
like because Browning's gonna be looking for him. Double team Chase. It's gonna be Boyd or nothing in this game.
Right. Maybe slide a little Irv Smith action in there. Or whatever what's the guy's like Clayton Irwin or something like that.
Maybe mixing out of the backfield, but he doesn't catch that many passes.
Yeah, so. I mean not many people get targets outside of those guys.
Boyd's going off for 4,600. I don't like it, but that's the best play of the game.
All right.
Pickens was going for 45, but who knows?
I mean, let's see with this new offensive coordinator. I think they promoted him, but his name Mike Sullivan, who was like the running back coach. Okay. Yeah, something like that. The players seem to like him. So let's see what happens. Let's see if he's getting the ball in the hands of the playmakers and go from there. All right, so next up we moved up the slate. We got Carolina at the Titans. Carolina in Tennessee. Carolina, this is another game I really want no part of, honestly.
I would never bet on
I would never put any money on this game. We're actually coming to several games down this lineup that I would not actually put my actual money. But for my own gambling record, I will give you what my thoughts are on the game. What do you like in this one, though, Bobby?
I like Tennessee to win at home. It's 3, I have 3.5.
You have 3, I have 4.
So I think Tennessee actually covers. Carolina's like, what's the point in winning now? Maybe it makes you feel good.
I just don't know if they even got the...
Frank Reich's trying to keep his job. He might get fired after this year. I mean, I don't see how he's the long-term plan.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
But I like Tennessee to cover, Tennessee to win, and give me the under in this one. There's going to be no points scored in this game.
We're in total agreement. Total agreement on this one. I like the over. I like the Tennessee to win and cover. I mean, I'm sorry, the under and Tennessee to win and cover. So what do you like in your fantasy pick? Because this is an awful game. I don't want to spend any more time on it.
This one surprised me. I went back and looked at it today. Jonathan Mingo has gotten 6 or more targets in 5 out of the last 6 games. He's not catching any of them. But they're obviously throwing
They're going there, and both these teams are terrible.
They're throwing to him. But he's going off at 3,300 points.
Okay.
Like, it's one of the cheapest wide receivers I can find this week. He's getting targets.
And he might be due for a breakout. He's a rookie. He might be due for a breakout. He's played the whole season now.
Targets,
in the NFL,
I've got it written down right here. The targets are there.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next game. This one's actually a little bit better. I would actually put some juice on this one, especially if it was a prime. Yeah, Jacksonville at the Texans. The Texans kicked Jacksonville's ass in Jacksonville the first time with this one.
They did.
This one. And
that was week 1, right?
Yeah, I think week 1. No, was it week 1 or week 2? It was early on. It was early in the season. I can't remember exactly. But I know that Jacksonville and Houston, we'll get Director Dave on that one. He can tell us what happened there. But I know, so for me in this game, I actually like Houston to cut. They're actually 1.5 dogs at home. After kicking Jacksonville's ass, they're 1.5 dogs at home.
You like them to cover?
Yes, I actually like them to cover that and win, obviously.
Oh, you like them to win, too.
Yeah, I like them to win.
I don't think Houston's there yet.
No, I think they are. I honestly think they do. Jacksonville hasn't shown me enough consistency-wise. They haven't shown me enough on that aspect whatsoever. So for me, I actually like yes, I actually
What about the over-under?
I like the over.
You like it? Okay,
yes,
we're in agreement there. But give me Jacksonville to go into Houston, and they're going to – this is where Jacksonville goes, we win this division.
Okay. I mean, I can see that, but again, C.J. Stroud made me a believer, man. I mean playing, he had a bad game last week, came back, and then his comments after the game, he said, "Does Steph Curry stop shooting? My shooter's gonna keep shooting his shot, baby." And so he's got that baller, that gamer in him, man. So for me, they're there. I think Houston's like on the cusp of building something special there, so that's kind of why I lean for them. I've gotten burned by them too many times going against them this season, so I was like, I like it. That's right.
We can't agree on everything.
Oh, absolutely not, brother. Hell yeah, it'd be a boring-ass show, and we wouldn't be getting much competition.
Fantasy player this week, Christian Kirk. He's actually had 2 quiet games in a row. He's got to get back on it if Jacksonville actually wants to keep it rolling. Ridley actually did something last week.
Yeah, Ridley had a great day. Helped my fantasy team.
But Kirk's got to get it back rolling again.
All right. So the next up, this is a game I learned years ago when I very first started dabbling into sports betting. I will never, ever in my life, regardless of records, bet on the Saints and the Falcons. No matter where the hell they are. I
thought you were going New England Giants.
No. Oh, we missed that one, didn't we? We missed New England Giants.
No, we can go back to it.
Well, we can go back to that one, yes. I'm glad, because that was another game. You know why? That was a mental block, because I didn't want to touch that fucking game either. But we'll go back to that one here in a second.
New Orleans or Atlanta?
Yes, New Orleans, Atlanta.
Aren't they straight up even pretty much?
A lot of times they are, but it's pretty close, man. But I hate, this is a game I would never, ever touch. It's one of the most unpredictable games of the season is between these two teams. I don't know why that is. Just if you go back and look into history, it's almost as bad as, it's worse than Philadelphia and Washington. That's another game that's like a tough, like, interdivision matchup.
Because Washington always plays Philadelphia.
Yes, always tough. So for me, this one, the only reason why I kind of went towards Atlanta, they were 1.5 point favorites going at home. Desmond Ridder is going to be in the lineup there because Taylor Heineke pulled that ham. He's still not healthy yet. So what I like Desmond Ridder with a good performance at home. Obviously, them hitting the money line, and I like the under there coming through at 42.5.
You like the under? I like the over in this one.
Yeah, so bad quarterback play and good defenses. That's why I had a hard time at 42.5.
Yeah, but The only reason I say that is because Carr likes to throw a lot of interceptions. Yeah. Ritter's good for at least one interception.
Absolutely.
Pick six back there.
Oh yeah, that'll blow up under quickly.
Okay, I've done this. This will be my fourth time saying his name. Like, I really probably shouldn't. Fucking Drake London.
Is dead.
It's 5,000. God, it's so fucking cheap.
I got him on my fantasy team, Bobby, and I'm telling you, I tried to trade his ass last week. Nobody would bite on it. He's dead. He's dead. That quarterback position has killed Drake London. But I get you right on that one. So let's go ahead and backtrack before we go into the next half of the games here. Let's get to that New England at the Giants. Blah, with Danny Tommy DeVito.
This is going to be ugly.
Yeah, it's in New York.
The only reason I like the Giants in this one is because it's in New York. And New England what are they playing for at this point?
Bill Belichick.
I don't even think they're playing for him.
I don't even
think they care.
So what did you have on that one through DraftKings?
I have 3 points.
3 points.
Giants getting 3 points.
See, I got 3 in the bump, so 3.5. I got the Patriots are favored by 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got the 3 in the bump. I'm not a big fan of the 3 in the bump because that just kind of that extra 3.
You like them to cover that?
The Patriots, yes, and here's why. Here is why. Bill Belichick. I don't care what the Commanders let Danny DeVito Jr. do last week.
You don't think he's going to do the same thing?
If Bill Belichick lets Danny DeVito like fire Bill Belichick tomorrow, like Bill Belichick leave the Patriots right after this game. If you lose to Danny DeVito Jr.,
they're 2-8.
I know, but I mean, but the Giants stink. They're only 2 wins against the Commanders. Like the 2 of the wins against the Commanders.
No, they beat somebody else. They've got
no, but they have 3 wins. Either way, if Bill Belichick as much football as I've watched.
All right, we're in disagreement.
Okay.
Well, how about the over/under?
Okay, I like the under on that one at 34.
I like the under in that one.
Yeah, I like the under at 34.
I've got 33.5, but I will take the under.
That's about the same ball game there.
Give me Wayndale Robinson.
Ooh. See, that just the fact you said that name shows you how bad the game's gonna be. Wayndale. I don't think anybody announcer has said that name all season long.
38. Actually, when you look at it, as far as points per game, Slayton and Wayndale Robinson are the exact same.
Yeah.
And Slayton had to have a touchdown last week to get there. So Wayndale Robinson, baby, 3,800 points. We're reaching deep in the bag.
I will not be watching that game. I will tell you that.
Yeah,
right
it's going to be an ugly game.
Unless it turns out to be some hidden gem. That's the only way.
Is that all the early slate?
That is most of the early slate, I think. There, I know the next one, because we're going out to the West Coast now for these next games here. So these are probably your afternoon slate games. All right, so I got the Rams at the Cardinals. Rams at the Cardinals. So I got Rams at the Cardinals here in Arizona. Kyler Murray's got the boys looking good.
He does.
Kyler Murray has the boys looking good, man. That offense is looking a lot more prolific with him back there behind the helm. Who do you like in this one?
The Rams came out with Stafford and stole a game last week.
Yes, they did. But Jason Myers missed the fucking kick, though. He missed that fucking kick.
Murray's going to do. He's had 2 good games in a row. He's not making it 3. I know they're. Give me the Rams to cover this -1. Rams go in and snatch a game in Arizona, and I like the over in this one. I think it'll be a shootout.
So you got the Rams at -1 or +1?
I have them at -1.
You have it minus. So again, so that's flipped then big time.
Oh, it has.
Yeah, because for me, so where I had it, the Cardinals were actually at -1. Now this is earlier than the day. So if you guys have been looking at this now, this is live. So if you update this now,
I like that even better.
Yeah. So I had that. I have the Cardinals actually at -1.5 earlier in the day. So I don't know. Are they still there? Have you seen? Okay. So I got the Cardinals that are favored at -1.5. Yep.
I like that better.
Yeah, so I like the Cardinals at -1.5. So I'm give me the Cardinals there. I actually like the Cardinals obviously to win if I'm going to get that. And I like the over at 44.5 on that one.
All right, we agree on the over.
Okay. All right. So what do you like fantasy wise?
Marquise Brown or Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood.
It's Marquise, right?
Yeah, Marquise. Yeah, Marquise.
Hollywood Brown. I looked at it. He's getting the targets lately. Up until Kyler Murray came back, and they haven't thrown to him. So,
that's one of the reasons why he went there was for Kyler Murray. So maybe they, another week back,
2 weeks back, 3 targets. That's it.
Yeah, maybe another week back, they kind of get that juice going.
Give me
again.
Hollywood Brown this week. He's 5,200. That's super cheap.
Oh yeah,
for a number one wide receiver in offense, that's super cheap.
And he's due because I mean they have some history because I think they played in college together too. Actually,
I believe so.
Yeah, absolutely. So I like that running there for Marquise, little Hollywood Brown action in that game. All right, next up we got the Browns at the Broncos. The Broncos on that hot streak are now back at 5-5.
They burned me.
Oh, I know. I've gone like
2 weeks in a row. The Broncos.
That has been one team. I actually picked, I think, Denver to win that one last week. I think that was one of my saving graces to kind of help my record. So that kind of helped me out a little bit last week. But with that being said, I have 1.5 point favorites for the Browns. I have 1.5 point favorites. I mean, underdogs. I'm sorry, 1.5 point underdogs for the Browns.
See, I had 2.5. What's it going off now? 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Okay, so FanDuel's at 2.5 now. Even at 2.5, I like the Browns to go ahead and cover that.
Okay.
I actually like them to win that game, and I like the under at 36.5. I just feel like that defense has been really, really dangerous. And although the Broncos have made some turnarounds with their team, yes, they're playing a rookie quarterback right now, but I think the Browns defense just might be a little bit too much for old Russell Wilson.
Okay, I like that. We're in disagreement on it, but I like the under. I do believe they go under in this game, but I like Denver to get it done at home. Just because their defense has been playing
Their defense has been playing very well. I had them in both leagues, my fantasy leagues.
Dropped
both of their asses. I'm trying to get them back.
Defense have been playing well. Last 3 weeks, they've been playing.
They've been playing amazing. It's one of the top defenses in the league, like they should have been most of the season. But you know how that goes.
Right. So give me Elijah Moore in this game. He's actually getting the targets. Even with Robinson last week, he got 7 targets.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he didn't catch all the balls. He caught 5 of them. But the yardage wasn't great.
Right,
it was like 50-something yards. But Elijah Moore in this game, he's going off at 3,700 points.
Oh, yeah. That's
$3,700.
That's a bargain basement buy. I'll take that.
$2,300 less than Amari Cooper. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. That's a bargain basement buy right there. All right, so the next slate up we're getting down towards the tail end of this week 12. I've got the Chiefs at Las Vegas Raiders at the Las Vegas Raiders. This is always a dicey matchup. The Raiders usually sometimes like to blow up the Chiefs.
Hold on. Fuck them Chiefs.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Losers. Get a wide receiver.
Hey, you know what? I picked the Eagles, so that was another one of my saving graces, too. For
Get
this
a
week.
fucking wide receiver.
Yeah, but that's one of my concerns was with Kansas City. As I watched in the last couple of weeks, and as the tight end position is so easy to bottle up. And without having anybody, you're like afraid.
Well, Kelsey's obviously hurt right now. He's hurt.
He's not healthy, but he's still dangerous as long as you have anybody can do anything on the outside. Anybody
catch a ball.
I mean, they're leading the league in drop. I mean, they're having like one of the worst drops of the team season.
They said it was 26 drops last night. No, it's way more than 26.
You know, who knows?
They dropped like 7 of them last night.
No, it's been an ugly season for the wide receiver position. I was surprised they didn't do more than go get Mecole Hardman.
Right.
Like during
they could have signed Julio Jones. Julio Jones was in that game last night.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get some play, especially in the red zone, especially after they lost Dallas Goedert. So that's going to, But for me, with this one, I like the Raiders actually to cover this. They're playing some Raiders. Do you have 9? I have 9 points. 9 points is what I have.
8.5.
I see it's going up to 9.5. Either way, I'm still going to pick the Raiders to cover that. I'm going to pick the Raiders to cover that.
I like 9.5 better.
I like the Chiefs to win, though. I like them to win this and to bounce back just because I don't see them losing back-to-back games there. Raiders are, improving under Antonio Pierce, but not that much. I'm not going to sit and give them that.
That was a heartbreaker last
year. Yeah, that was a heartbreaker. So, I mean, I think they're going to come back fired up like this week, ready to go. And then that defense is just playing so lights out. I think it's just going to get the Raiders off in some trouble.
What about your over-under?
I like the under at 44.5. I got the under.
I like the over in this one.
Okay.
I like the over.
Okay. Yeah, see, the Chiefs just haven't put enough points, and their defense has been so. That's kind of why I laid out towards the under on that one. Who do you like fantasy, Bobby?
Give me Bryce. Look, if a Chiefs wide receiver is going to say, it has to be him. He's the only one with any fucking skill.
Yeah.
And he caught 4 out of the 5 balls they threw to him last night.
The problem is he can't. I mean, they can't get the ball to him down the field
because he's not a great route runner.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. He's not a great route, but put him in a slot maybe and put him up and like them quick ends.
Yeah,
like,
it's just too much.
You put the ball in his hand.
Yeah, you got to. You got to do. Or how about this? Just keep giving Pacheco the ball. The dude eats, man.
Yeah,
the dude eats. But if you actually go back and you look at Andy Reid, even going back to his Philadelphia days, that's his MO. He will not stick to the running game. He just will not. Even when he's had Brian Westbrook, he's had LaShawn McCoy, he's had some prolific running backs, and he just will not stick with that running game.
Why do you think that is?
That's just his style of offense.
But like he came from the West Coast style.
Yeah, but even if you go back to the Roger Craig days with the 49ers, like where there was some of the origination.
But even they still ran the ball.
They ran the ball, but it still wasn't like their short passing game. They looked at it as an extension of the running play in the West Coast offense for whatever reason.
That is true.
Yeah, that's for whatever reason. So who do you like fantasy wise in this one, Bobby?
I said Rice.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got Rice. All right. So let's move on to the Buffalo Bills at the Philadelphia Eagles, who just came off that big victory against the Chiefs.
Yeah, and the Buffalo got a big victory. They had to beat the Jets, but I do not like Buffalo in this game. Going into Philadelphia, I think they lose. Philadelphia covers this 3.5 points. Win at home, and give me the under in this.
So you still have 3.5?
Yep.
All right. So see, FanDuel, I had 3.5 earlier. I did 3 in a bump earlier with FanDuel.
Okay.
Actually, FanDuel is actually down to 3 points. So.
Oh, 3? Okay.
Yeah, it's down to 3 points now. Right. With that being said, I was leaning towards the Bills to win this game. I mean, to cover with the 3.5. Yeah. But I can see this being more of a push.
Yeah.
But I can see this being more of a push at 3. So actually, I'm going to actually flip mine. I'm actually going to go at 3 points. I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. I still like the Eagles to win, and I like the over at 47.5.
You like the over in this one?
Yeah, so I like the over at 47.5.
I've got 48.5, but I like the under in this one.
Okay. All right. So then who do you like fantasy-wise in this one?
Gabe Davis. He got 0 targets last week. Was he hurt? I didn't hear
he's been
hurt.
Sucking, man.
He had 0 targets last week.
He has had a very underwhelming season this year, and I don't know why. He had so many big plays, but I don't know. Maybe Brian Daboll had an offense that was a little bit more conducive to what he does as a talent. I have no clue, man. But Gabe Davis has been Mr. Invisible this year.
But this will be the 4th time I put his ass on the board too. So Gabe Davis.
Hey, he's got
Let's be wrong again.
Hey, he's got me on a couple anytime touchdown hits.
He has, but not when I picked him.
Yeah, he's too much all or nothing. Either he gets in the end zone or he's worth nothing, and that's the part that sucks.
This week, baby, Gabe Davis.
All right, Gabe Davis, get your ass in the end zone, get your first 100-yard game of the season. All right, so next up we've got the Sunday night game. Sunday night, that is the Ravens at those lowly Chargers.
Oh, Jesus.
They might have to start a fire Brandon Staley chant like they did Matt Canada.
They should have fired him a long time ago.
They should have fired his ass when he lost that game against Jacksonville last year in the playoffs.
They should have fired him a long time ago.
All right, so what do you like this one?
I know where we're going with this one. Baltimore goes in. They cover.
What do you have points wise?
I have 3.5.
You have 3.5. I have 4 earlier, but I see FanDuel's down to 3.5 too as well. So either way, I'm picking
Baltimore covers that 3.5, 4. They probably even cover 5. Baltimore wins, and I like the over in this one because the Chargers can't score points. The Ravens can score points. Like I said, I picked a lot of overs this week, so it's either going to be really good or really bad. So
I actually started with the over on this game and actually flipped to the under because as I went back to look at, remember this is a primetime game.
It is a primetime game.
Remember the record's a primetime game.
We got to break the streak.
So I had 46.5 on the under on this one, so I'm going with the under at 46.5. All right. Who you like fantasy?
Jesus, you know how I said Keontae Mitchell last week, and then Gus Edwards went out and scored 2 touchdowns. So let me switch it up this week. Gus Edwards is going to score a touchdown. So Keontae Mitchell is actually probably going to score 2 touchdowns. So give me Gus Edwards.
Especially against his Chargers defense who loves to give up big plays for some reason. Man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Gus Edwards is the luckiest man to ever live.
He's a touchdown vulture.
He's just a touchdown man. That's all he does. He comes in for the 1-yard touchdown. Here we go.
Yep, touchdown vulture. All right, so then the last game of the week, this is probably going to be not too exciting, so you're definitely going to probably want to look for some juice. A little too early in the week to find something for this. The
I might
action.
Extend my vacation just to come watch this game with my buddy Neil.
Oh, yeah.
His heart got broken
it
Sunday.
It did. He's been on a run, though. The Vikings have been on a run. All right, so I had 3.5 for the Bears, but I say, where are we at now? Yep, still at 3.5?
3.5, yeah. I like Minnesota to cover this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I like Minnesota to cover at 3.5, obviously to win. And then under, I like the under at 45.
I like the under.
Yep, so hey, we end the way we started there, brother. We got in total agreement.
So actually, I lost fantasy football this week because I started Sam fucking Howell over Justin Fields. So I screwed up. Thank you. You're welcome, Trey. You can kiss my ass. But I got to go with Fields in this game. obviously on a mission. 4 out of the last 5 games he's playing, outside the one he's got hurt, he's been fucking excellent.
They haven't picked up his contract option yet.
They
got to show him, like, hey, dude, you're going to have to pay me another year to keep me around, something. Or otherwise, and the Bears got 2 top 5 picks, basically, as it stands right now.
He's good enough. Maybe the Bears' coaching's not good enough.
The Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer their entire organization career. So anytime, the quarterbacks, that's where they go die.
Fields really came back last week and went for 100 yards rushing. Oh, yeah. Threw a touchdown.
Those legs.
Really good.
Yeah, he did. He looked solid. He looked really solid.
So, yeah, give me Fields. You can get him for cheap.
All right. Well, that wraps up Turkey Day weekend. Man. It's been a fun ride, man. Week 12 is wrapped up. Make sure you check out that parlay action. Come ride with us, baby, because we're going to take that trip down tomorrow. Maybe you shoot a little live shot of something that we can post on Twitter, Facebook, something out there we can post for you guys.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, make it live and subscribe. We might just post that up on our YouTube channel. Just a little ride down for Turkey Day fun day. Thanks again, everybody. Like and subscribe. Make sure you comment. Thanks again. Shout out to True on the Track for pumping those beats for us. We're going to sign off here for you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We love you. Peace.